Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Ray. I'm a 26-year-old Canadian documenting his journey to financial freedom. And in today's video, I want to go into a full paycheck breakdown with you guys, walk you through exactly what I do every time I get paid and what I'm putting my money into, how much I'm saving, what I'm investing into. And yeah, we're just going to really go inside my pay stub and then go inside Wealthsimple and show you guys exactly how I do everything. In my last video, the first video on this channel, I showed you guys how I went from zero to $10,000 without a high-paying job, and that's really the purpose of this video, to show you kind of what I would do every single paycheck and give you guys an idea. So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, hit subscribe, and let's get right into it. So we're gonna go. Let me open up here. We'll open up the QuickBooks. Boom. Okay, so this week, after, well, this is a bi-weekly paycheck. Mind you guys, I am in college, working part-time security. It is summer now though, so I am working quite a bit more hours. As you can see here, 60 hours worked in the 2-week period, so averaging about 30 a week. I also did get some overtime pay in there as well as a little bit of holidays. So yeah, gross pay 1144, taking off $170 for taxes there, leaving me with take-home pay of 947. So usually, I'm gonna be honest, usually I am automatically investing 50% of my paycheck every time I get paid. But as you can see in a second when we open Wealthsimple, markets are starting to crash a bit, and I am just trying to accumulate a little bit more of a cash position, and in hopes that maybe the market goes down a little bit more over the next month or two, and I can invest a big lump sum. So yeah, that's the paycheck there, 947. Let's go right into the Wealthsimple here. As you can see, I'm sitting at 6,173 inside the TFSA. We're gonna go deeper into my holdings and everything in a future video. I'm gonna start that series on the channel here, zero to $100,000 in the TFSA, and I'll take you back all the way to where I started this account and what I plan to do in the future to hit that $100,000 mark. But just in terms of today's paycheck, I am investing 30% of this paycheck, so that's around 250 to $270, I believe. I went ahead and just dumped 250 today into VUQT. VUQT, basically, a broad market ETF. As you can see here, like I said, I don't want to go too much into this today, but um, I have a lot of my holdings right now in individual stocks. I'll explain why in the next video, but I am starting to diversify a bit more. So today I went ahead and started off my ETF position, VQT, $250. So with that 30% being invested, that leaves me with about $680. So with that, let me bring out the calculator here for you guys. So 947. $250 invested right away into the TFSA leaves me with 697. So like I mentioned about building that larger cash position, um, from this paycheck specifically, I'm going to take $400 and that's going to go right into my savings account, and then 297 left in my checking. And pretty much that 297, since I don't have much bills to pay this paycheck, is strictly going to go to like food and gas, right? And if I don't use that $300 by the time my next paycheck comes in, that whatever's left over from that 297, I'll just invest right away, along with my investments that's gonna be taken up from my next paycheck. But yeah, that's pretty much the breakdown. I keep it simple. Really, I think the key is to have a good paycheck routine and really, keep building your foundation on your path to financial freedom, is that you keep it simple. You don't want to be like getting your paycheck and then you just go out on the weekend, you're spending, and then come Monday, you kind of let the dust settle and you try to, pick up the pieces and put it together. Try to do the right things that you should have just done on Friday. So I like to knock it all out of the way right away, take that 30 to 50%, invest it right away, contribute a little bit of cash to my savings account, and then, leave myself with a clear set amount of money that I have to spend on, daily expenses until my next paycheck comes. So yeah, if you can just follow those 3 steps of immediately investing 30 to 50%, putting away maybe a little extra cash in like a savings account where you're just storing hard cash, not being invested or not being spent on anything. And then that will leave you with what you actually have left over. In my case, that 297 that will, give me food, gas, maybe you have a couple bills you need to pay until your next paycheck. And if you can just hit this routine consistently every single paycheck over and over and over, you're going to see your wealth, drastically compound. And I hope you guys can learn something from that and, implement it yourselves. But that's pretty much it for the breakdown. Like I said, keep it super simple. But I will be back soon with a video, like I said, starting episode 1 of the 0 to $100,000 TFSA. Right now, we're at 6,173. So keep that in mind, and I'll see you guys here very soon with that next video. Take care.